Good evening and welcome back to the Cheltenham Exchange and another trainer interview. We're extremely fortunate tonight to have Mr. Christian Williams joining us. So, Croeso Christian, welcome to the show. There's a couple of fellow Cymros here with you and our Southerners down below there. Thank you ever so much for joining us. We'll try not to keep you too long. How is everything?
Great, all good, thanks. Yeah, no, it's great to be on. Nice to be asked.
Oh no, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And we've also got Ian, the boss man, Alex, and Johnny's with us this week. How are we all doing, boys? Everyone all right?
Very good, very good.
All good. Looking forward to the NFL on Sunday.
Yeah.
NFL.
West Ham finally got a good result yesterday, so
Yeah.
we're happy.
Happy with the draw. Okay, so yes, Christian, based in Ogmore by Sea, that beautiful part of the world down in South Wales.
Yeah, South Wales, proud Welshman.
Lovely, love that. Alex, I got to tell you, Ogmore by Sea is right next to Southerndown, which is a fantastic golf course. So if we can twist Christian's arm into let us come and see the stable, we have a golf trip down there. So yes, Christian, obviously very successful jockey, and how long have you been training now?
Oh, sugar.
Put you on the spot.
Since 2017.
Right, yeah, that sounds about right.
And stable size, how many horses have you got in the stable?
Only 27 stables, so quite limited on numbers. We only moved home about 5 or 6 years ago. I think we had 3 horses and no license at the time. So, but hopefully onwards and upwards. Bought a piece of land last year. Maybe talk about it later, and hopefully develop that and push on then and grow.
Excellent. And obviously successful career as a jockey, and then when you went into training, you worked with Di Walters for a few years.
Yeah, forced me into training. I had no real passion to train, but
Okay.
obviously as a professional sportsman, when you retire, I think maybe a little bit different now, but you've nothing in place. You obviously put as much as you can into your riding. Don't think about that you probably retire at 30 and then have nothing to do. and I got pushed into it really by Di Walters, and then spent a few years with him for 5 years actually. I think I held a license there for 2 years, and then moved back home, then to the beach.
Brilliant. And you do a lot of training on the beach with the horses.
Yeah, that'll be our main gallop. So very lucky. Got the beach one side, and as you said, then we got the golf club. We just stay off the golf club, but it's all on common land. So go around there for an exercise and a play, a change a day. It's obviously a links course, Southerndown, and Royal Porthcawl then is just the other side of the beach.
Lovely. And obviously, a lot of our viewers will know you're a big family man, and obviously combining the training with family matters, I would imagine you don't have a spare minute. Obviously, with your daughter Betsy having had health problems over the last few years, I think it's only right early on to check that she's doing well and that everything's good on that front.
Yeah, all great. Thanks. Thank you very much. It's been a tough few years, but lucky I had good staff, good family in place, so managed to get through it, and hopefully we can, as we keep saying, hopefully we can push on now.
Yeah, it must have been incredibly difficult for you all, but it's just great to hear that she's doing well. I believe she rang the bell back in July, did she?
Yeah, rang the bell. Made the first football tournament on Sunday, which was good fun.
Ah, brilliant.
And now doing all the things. Went holiday we had a first holiday in 3 years, 4 or 5 weeks ago. So, just doing things now that we haven't been able to do for the last 2.5 years.
Fantastic. Well, that's great news. I'm sure everybody would agree with that. That's fantastic. So yeah, going back to your training career, obviously you've had some big wins. As a bit of a specialist with the Scottish national. I see. Was it 2022 win my wings, and then Kitty's Light in 2023 in the Scottish national, and both won the AIDA the same year, did they?
Yeah, we did it the 1 year with my wings, and I mentioned to the owners then if Kitty's Light after the race wouldn't be great if Kitty's Light did the same the following year, and he obviously topped it off then with a Bet365 as well. So no, just being blessed with just to come across those horses. Potter's Corner started it off, Midlands National, Welsh National, Virtual National, and yeah, then they came along. Then Captain Ord, you know, to a lesser rating, but won a won a Coral Chase, Kempton, Ascot Chase. Great fun. Won the Hennessy meeting, Coral meeting. Try and get the sponsors right, and yeah, Win My Wings. Obviously, she was a freak. She to do what she did in the Scottish National. I think she won 10 lengths, pulling up from the third last. So she's very special. Probably didn't see the best of her. She just clicked. Everything clicked into places. I think she was a 9-year-old, and everything just fell into place. She wasn't a big horse, but cheek pieces set her light, and we kept them on the back burner for the Ida chase, and they obviously worked. And yeah, she just turned into a bit of a freak then. Just a shame she didn't follow on the next season. She had a slight injury, and she had a value as a brood mare. So by the time we'd have got it back for the Grand National, she'd have probably missed 2 years, and she'd have probably been 11 then, and might have just gone past her best.
And how's Kitty's Light doing? He's doing well.
Good, yeah. It's like tendon strain last year, so hopefully we get him back this season. It's only a 9-year-old, but you know, such as you know, if you go through the races he's running, those 4 mile chases are not like running in 2 mile chases, so they're proper marathons. There's so many fences to jump, so that would have been his first little niggle throughout his career. So I think he went running 2 Scottish Nationals, 3 or 4 Bet365s, Ida chases, Grand Nationals. So would have been tough to get through his whole career without having a setback somewhere.
Yeah,
He's on a good mark anyway, isn't he, Christian?
Yeah, not too bad, but you know, it's not just you know they don't come back any better anyway. I wouldn't have thought at 9 or 10, and obviously with a slight injury, so he's not going to come back a better horse than he was. So don't think it's as straightforward as looking at handicap marks when they come back from injuries, but hopefully he'll come back and we can win another nice race with him. But it's been a wonderful horse. If he doesn't come back, he'll be a pleasure to. Potter's Corner's only a mile over the road from the yard with in Jack Tudor's Harriet looks after him. Managed to find a nice home for Captain Nord, only 2 mile away. Limited reserve is still on the yard, so it'll be wonderful to hopefully his racing career will carry on, but obviously if not, find him as good a place as we can, as close to home as we can.
Brilliant. I know the lads will jump in, and Ian's probably going to run through some horses with you. Jonny and Alex in particular. I've got to let you know, last year from early on in the season, Deep Cave, they were banging the Deep Cave drum throughout the season, so I'm sure they'll have some questions there. For me personally, I stay well away from the tippet, so people know not to listen to a word that I say. But one horse that I was particularly interested, because I was actually sticking my you-know-whats on the line and posted on Twitter a couple of years ago. I really, really fancied Lord Snootie for the Potemps in 2024, and he just missed the cut, I think. How was he getting on?
Good. He actually canted this morning for the first time, so he had a slight tendon strain last year. Run over fences at Chepstow, proper soft ground horse, and didn't quite take to the chasing. Had an injury after that, but he's in great form. As I said, he canted this morning for the first time, and all had a big smile on our face watching him. He's a very happy horse, so his ears pricked all the time, dancing around. And to see him cantering around the small loop gallop was great. You know, it's they're hard to find those type of horses. Run, as you said, not a massive rating like Captain Ord, but can run in all those big Saturday races, and you know, gives you a chance of winning a big pot.
Brilliant. Good to hear. Johnny, Alex, do you want to jump in on Deep Cave?
Yeah, I mean, is he definitely going to go chasing then, Christian? Is he Deep Cave?
I would have thought so. Yeah, I think the way he jumps and travels in his races, he looks like a chaser. You know, we seem to excel in staying chasers, so why not? He was. I think he'd had a hard time the last few years. He went from Ireland to France, had 2 falls at Auteuil. I think he was unlucky, fell at one of the smaller fences on the track, but he looks a good neat jumper. And yeah, he was just slow to come to hand last year. We were obviously getting a feel for him, just getting to know him throughout the season, and he came a bit later than we wanted. He obviously won on his last run for us, and we thought he'd run well at Cheltenham when he finished fifth. Not sure if he didn't. He better on a bit of a galloping track, and then he ran well at Windsor. Track was very tight. Jack thought he'd be better off having more horses to aim at, and we rushed him back a bit for Sandown in very deep ground, and then people 11 probably forgot about him then, and he showed us what we thought he could do at Aintree.
Yeah, we haven't forgotten about
We
it.
didn't forget.
I put him up on one of the videos. Well, we both did, didn't we? At
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Aintree preview, yeah. Both
recording, because we've been tracking him all year, so that was brilliant when that happened last year. Like this year, we were buzzing, weren't we? And so, does he prefer the better ground then? Does he, Christian? Do you think
I won't go that far. I think he's got form on
soft?
form on most ground. Yeah, I think he's just that Sandown bad ground. He was a bit disappointing at, and yeah, we probably run him a bit quick from Windsor.
Cool. Well, he's definitely on our radar anyway, so that's good. Thank you.
Fantastic. Right, Ian, do you want to get the thumb screws out?
We'll talk about. I spoke to Megan when I was trying to get you on, Christian, and she said about the partnerships and the syndicates that you got. Maybe you could tell us about your racing club and the Stepping Stones syndicate. I know you had Bombay Pete and Tales of Gold. That was the two she mentioned to me.
Yeah, 2 nice horses there, and they've been great fun. Just obviously trying to get people involved at lower levels. But with it, obviously an ownership view they own the share in the horse, they can go racing. So it's great to get to meet different people, and it's been wonderful. And a few of my best owners now that end up they own 4 or 5 different horses now. That started off in my racing club years ago. So yeah, it's great to interact with all different kinds of people. And then you always find good owners through that then, and people, rather than plunging in and not knowing us and buying a full horse, buying 5% of a horse or join the racing club, and we've built up very good relationships from it.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to rattle off some names. Some of them might not be as in depth as some of the others, Christian, but I've got the first one. I've got is Planned Paradise, was official rated 109, was the winner at Winter Millions Day.
Yeah, we just try and win nice races, that type of horse. Like if they're in big yards, they probably laugh at them rated 109, but we managed to win a 50 grand race with them, and that was wonderful. And we had a few. We tried to support that first Windsor meeting. We know the clerk of the course's family quite well, and we promised we'd have runners there, and we took a few, and we thought it was a great buzz there. There was music as we were walking in, and just walking in as a trainer for the owners. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to try and get a winner at the big meeting? And we'd run Planned Paradise at Fakenham. I think it's only a fortnight before. I think he's about 40 lengths behind, jumping the second fence, and pulled up after about 5 fences. But with Deep Cave as a bit of a target for Windsor, we thought he'd have a chance in that race. And basically, we seen that race for Planned, and thought if he's not doing anything, if he struggles in the race, he'd be at least keeping Deep Cave company. And it just travelled sweet throughout the race. Track probably suited him, wouldn't suit the way the track was last year. Probably didn't suit big galloping type horses, but really suited him. And he was a great fun horse for the owners. He went to the first 2 Cheltenham meetings, touched off at the second one, and as you said, went to Windsor and won.
Next one I've got, you might have to excuse my pronunciation with some of these. I've got Barano. Is it Barano Murano? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was. I should have listened to commentary more on Sunday.
Before he joined you in April.
Yeah, he finished second at Fosslas on Sunday in a flat race. The amateur in the yard, John Joe, rode him, so it was lovely to give very grateful for the owner for letting us run in the race to give the boy in the yard a ride. So the boy works hard. John works very hard, up early in the morning, schooling, very dedicated. So it's great to give him a ride, and wonderful to see the horse run well, schooled very well at home. And he'd probably go to the first Chepstow meeting. So it was a great buzz meeting, that Chepstow meeting, as if the jumps is back type of meeting.
Yeah.
So hopefully go there with a nice team of horses. And I don't think we've ever had a juvenile hurdler before, most because we're quite restricted on stable numbers. We've had a bit of luck with Irish pointers, so we haven't really tried to buy any flat horses. But this fella got sent to us.
You say about point to point. This is the next horse on my list is Dixie Mafia, who I've put was a point to point, owned by Encore Racing. Had a novice hurdle run in March at Warwick.
Yeah, they're good supporters of ours. They've always got 2 or 3 horses with us, Ian Greening and Sadie run into their family. And we like Dixie Mafia, come highly recommended from Pat Doyle, who we had Captain Ordoff, limited reserve. I won't name the 4 or 5 other ones that weren't very good, but we've had 2 good ones off him. And hopefully Dixie will follow in the same path as those. He ran very well at Warwick. Probably shouldn't have run in. Ground was a bit quick. We ran 2 in that race, and they both come back sound, thank God. But it was just good ground, and the 2 of those horses that enjoy a little bit of cutting the ground, and both probably 3-mile chasers.
Perfect. Next one I've got is Faded Fantasy, rated 110 over hurdles, 19 over fences. I think he's had a mixture of the runs during the summer, hurdles and fences.
Yeah, he's been wonderful, Faded. He's a little bit of a yard favourite, and we'd have probably give him away about 5 runs ago, but he's ended up just seemed to clicked into form. And once he won his first race, then he went and rattled off 3 or 4 then. So he's been great fun for the tally, and he'll be owned by great owners, Sue and Mark. So once he's probably done his winning, then he'd be a great ride. He's easy to train, be a good ride for the amateurs in the yard and the conditionals to gain plenty of practice and hopefully turn them into jockeys one day.
Perfect. Next one, Fever Dream, rated of 105. Recent Class 4 win at Worcester. I think he's been running over 3 miles recently. Is he maybe one for the handicaps in the coming season?
Yeah, he struggles a little bit with his win by Sharlakoff, but he was well handicapped when he won at Southall. And when he won his hurdle race, just hasn't quite gone on after that. But he wants real fast grounds, good moving horses. Jumpings come together. He's not a big flamboyant jumper, but he gets from A to B quick now, knows what to do. And there's a nice conditional jockeys race to Chepstow for him, so hopefully he'll have a chance in that. And then first Cheltenham amateur race then 13 days later.
Perfect. Next one, Fortified Fortune. I don't think it's been seen since Foss last November 14, but it's got a mark of 109. Is everything okay with the horse?
Yeah, he was a big hope last year. He had the setbacks like tendon strain again, and he'll come back into training in next week or two, do plenty of road work, and hopefully get a run into him then after Christmas.
Okay. Next one, we had a couple of people asking about this horse on Twitter called I Ain't Your Mate. Currently got a hurdle rated of 101. I think it was from Seamoon, the sire. Just a few people wanted to know if he was going chasing.
Yeah, people love them type of horses. We actually ran Kitty's Light in the Eider one year, and we thought we had about 2 stone in hand. All anyone wanted to know about was a horse called Tonto Foley, where there was rated 78 in the hurdle race, because he was a horse that ran well in a point-to-point, falling at the second last. So he's obviously run well in the point-to-point, second to a good horse. So he looks well handicapped. I think he was named that I Ain't Your Mate for a reason. So he's not very straightforward, but hopefully he's matured this year. Fingers crossed he's matured. You probably have to start over hurdles. He'd be a bit too fresh and keen, and to go straight over fences. But I would have thought he'd go chasing this year, but he'll probably, the type of horse he is, he'll need to start off in hurdle races.
Okay, next one is Mayo. Had a bumper campaign last season. Is he one for the hurdles this season?
Yeah, he's slightly disappointing over hurdles and gone back to the owners for a break. So hopefully he comes back a better horse than he went back to them.
Okay. Next one, Always Busy. Chase mark of 109.
Yeah, he won a couple owned by great owners, George Moore and his family. Fell last time out and come back a bit sore. We actually got him in last week, so back in work, and hopefully we'll see him before Christmas. been a bit of fun. Not as you same with Plan Paradise, not overly highly rated, but I wouldn't have thought we've seen the best of him yet. And he's a Westerner. They sometimes take a bit of time, and he wouldn't be 100% straightforward in his mind to train at home. So hopefully there's just something in there somewhere that will see him ending up being better than his rating.
Perfect. So I've got 3 more, Christian, but they're 3-year-olds. So I'm not sure if they're what your plans are with these. 2 of the horses are owned by Sue Howe, Main Defer and Monsieur Charles. And the other one was the Ragnar Daru.
Yeah, we got a heap of 3-year-olds this year. So we bought a lot of horses as yearlings, foals, yearlings, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds in France. So we do a lot of work with the 2-year-olds in the summer when we're a bit quiet. Got plenty of good staff in place, good riders. So we can buy horses young and hope we keep going through them, keep finding nice horses, fingers crossed. The likes of Monsieur Charles is 2 black types in the first dam. Ragnar de Ho is, a big 16-3 horse by Beau McDowell. His older sister won first time out in France. So all those type of horses, we'll try that 3-year-old, the 3-year-old route. It actually starts next week. We probably won't be ready for that. I've seen there's a 3-year-old National Hunt flat race at Huntingdon next Tuesday, Wednesday. But yeah, for that type of, maybe to have 2 or 3 runs this year, and rather than going to the sales and not being able to buy those expensive pointers, just try this angle really.
Perfect. Have you got any? That's the end of my stable tour. Have you got any of the maybe the viewers can put in their tracker, but maybe that up and coming?
Yeah,
Dark horses.
Nice bunch of horses. Marvel de Cerise won 2 big handicaps at Auteuil last year. Was disappointing at Ascot on his last run for Noel George and Amanda. He seems in good form. So a proper Saturday horse. If you can't win off his mark, hopefully get to a mark where he can win a nice race off by Mass Marvel, French pedigree. Kepler's Law, talked about a bit last year. Won a maiden hurdle at Leicester. Was a bit disappointing in the race at Sandown, but he's a nice big horse by Jack Hobbs. Cayley's Dubois, Brave Mansonian, pointer. I think he finished second in 2 points. Last rodeo won well at Lingfield. Won a maiden hurdle by 10 lengths at Lingfield by good sire Malinus. Manners Matter, Marla, another pointer finished second first time out. House of Hasburg finished behind Dixie Mafia in a maiden hurdle at Warwick. Got a handicap mark now. Hopefully be a nice day in chaser. Paparici, 5-year-old mare by Marla, owned by Potter's Corners owners.
Okay.
Seems a nice mare. She must hopefully start at Chepstow. Rule Me In, won a maiden hurdle at Southall. First time out for us. Hopefully we could stay in chaser this year. Golden Prince, another pointer, second. First time out in a point came to us. Can You Feel It, pointer. Veil of Tears, nice Marla, 4-year-old filly, goes very well at home. We're just trying to sell her now, actually. Stephenstone Syndicate, so I think she's very nice. Prince in the Park, nice big 80 grand store by Walk in the Park, running 2 points, pulled up in second or third, goes very well at home. He still hasn't been sold. Shantou Premier, 40 grand store by obviously Shantou. Finished 4th in the point, goes nice at home.
That was in
Nice
the
for
Goff
sale.
the Goff sale, wasn't it, Christian? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, those two were. They've been in a while now. They go nicely. 3 Zambesis handicapped, slightly disappointing the last last year. He's only a 4-year-old. We find it quite difficult with those 4-year-olds. Usually find this a little bit of a gap year really, and when you can push on with them when they're 5, they can't quite find it quite tough for them when they're 4.
That's one of your things, isn't it, Alex?
Sorry?
That's one of your mantras, isn't it? That 4-year-old year.
Yeah, I always think they always struggle, don't they, in that second year?
Yeah, a bit boring really. Can't train them too hard, can't really get stuck into them, and you run them then they're a bit disappointing, and you're sure they're better than they are. So hopefully plenty to look forward to, fingers crossed.
Fantastic. Alex, you've got some quick fire questions for Christian?
Yeah, I got some quick fire questions for you, Christian. Some are racing related, some are not racing related, but just 10 quick questions just to go through and find a bit more about you and some of your thoughts on things. So, firstly, what is your favourite race outside of the spring festivals?
Midlands National, good prize
Oh.
money.
Okay, yeah, love it.
Coral Chase, very lucky for us at Kempton as well. Great day out.
Love it. Favourite race course to go to?
Chepstow.
Yeah, I like Chepstow, although it's always raining when I go there. Any other sports that you're interested in?
Oh, I like to follow Arsenal.
Okay.
Oh no!
Lost
Peace FC.
a little bit of interest in rugby. My first cousin actually plays for Cardiff Blues in Wales. Teddy
Okay.
Williams. Got some
Okay.
good rugby friends, but should probably watch it more really. A few of the staff go to watch Cardiff Blues on a Friday evening sometimes. So as you said, it's been tough for the family the last few years, but try and find a few extra hobbies now.
Any golf at all? I know there's a lot
No,
of golf.
I don't play golf. I played paddle. I played paddle
Okay.
last week for the first time.
Oh, nice.
I
Is
was
that quite trendy,
That
isn't it?
looks
A lot of
good,
people
that
playing that
paddle.
now.
Yeah, I think the boys I played with had played a bit before and I wasn't very good, so it was a bit disheartening, but I'm sure if I stick at it,
Stick to it, you'll
I'll be
get there.
okay.
Grab a beer after, Christian. That's all that matters.
Who is your favourite sire of all time?
Oh, Malinus, good sire, Lord
Mhm.
Snootie, and Last Rodeo. And they're going mad for the French sires now, aren't they? So
Mhm.
just
Yeah, a lot of good ones over there now.
yeah.
Favourite up and coming sire?
Goliath de Burley, French horse.
Okay. What's he produced?
Oh, he's doing well in France. Just seems to be the trend sire in France at the moment.
I'll take a look. If you could take any horse from any yard right now, who would you take?
Oh, I love my own horses.
Someone else's.
Very diplomatic.
Constitution Hill, maybe.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was
Yeah.
going to say that, and you could sort him out for Nicky, can't you? That?
Yeah.
Ian will be fuming though because Ian is Nicky Henderson's #1 fan, so you've probably upset him now. If you weren't in racing, what job do you think you'd be doing?
Oh, I'm not sure I'd be good at much else. Maybe farming, I suppose.
Okay.
Sheep and cattle.
What's your favourite race at the Cheltenham Festival?
Gold Cup.
Yeah. Now imagine you're given all the power at the BHA, but you can only make one change. What change would you make?
Need to try and generate more prize money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
We've had a couple of good answers for that one as well. Something very popular change in the schedule or less races, but it's very difficult. And then
Nice to know who
final
was in
question.
charge to sort it all out, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Final question for you. Who is your dark horse for the season?
Oh, dark horse of the season. Rule me in.
Rule me in. Okay. Thank you very much. Back to you, OJ.
Fantastic. That was brilliant. Excellent. So, I think time's ticking on. We're conscious we don't want to leave you, keep you for too long, Christian. Really appreciate your time, obviously. So, going back to Stepping Stone Syndicate, if people want to get involved, I assume they visit your website and get in touch.
Yeah, Megan does a great job, so it's easy to find us now. Good website, good socials. Unveil it here, as I've written it myself a few times, which is always a good sign, and she goes nicely by a lucky sire of ours, Marla. We've had great fun with Marla. Baden Bella years ago was by him. Johnny Max, Rule Me In. It'd be a very lucky stallion for us.
Lovely. So folks, if you want to get involved. Fantastic silks as well in the Racing Syndicate. Love those colours. Diolch o galon. Thanks for your time. It's been fantastic. Wishing you all the very best for the upcoming season. We'll be following very closely, and obviously, most importantly, just hope that everything goes well family wise, and things are a lot easier and smoother from now on. It's great to hear that things are going well.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, I think, lads, if that's all, we will wish you all a good evening. Thanks to people who've watched, and diolch eto, Christian. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Goodbye.